So, tell me, what are we talking about today?
Today on Keepin the Geek Bros podcast, episode 118, we've got Spider-Man 3 title reveal reaction, Halo TV series, The Crew official trailer review, WB reportedly wants Michael B. Jordan to lead Superman Reboot, WandaVision season finale review, live-action Pinocchio and cast announcement, is PlayStation stepping up their competition, and Coming to America movie review. All this and more in this week's episode. Stay tuned. That was good. That was good. Get that.
In a world where geeking out never looked so good, two incredibly sexy men will rise for your auditory pleasure. Here's your hosts, Keeping Up with the Geek Bros.
Yes. Keep the Geek Bros podcast. I'm Vibe, and with me are Darflex and Man. I just skipped two names on the list, and we are the hosts of Keeping the Geek Bros podcast, a family podcast, allegedly. All right, so before we get to what we're talking about, Darflex, ask me your questions on that script.
All right, so what's going on with the Geek Bros?
What's going on, Geek Bros? Well, not much really. I have the Mighty Ducks Game Changers trailer reaction that's actually done. I just didn't upload it yet. I'm still waiting to do the social media stuff for that. Falcon and the Winter Soldier trailer reaction is also done. Just need to upload it, so look out for those. And other than that, not much. We're trying to do some stuff, and don't judge us. We're here. We're not here. But if you miss us, email us and yell at us, and we'll get back on it. I will be doing a bunch of clips, cutting out some stuff from the podcast for our reactions as mini-sodes. So you don't want to listen to a whole 1 hour episode. You can get the reviews, and I'll put it out there. Still no word on when we will start filming in person again, but eventually soon. And I promise once that happens, we'll give you some really, really good content. Just stick in with us. We're here. We're here for you.
That's what she said.
That is what she said. Jen,
never told me that.
Your mind, Darflex.
All right, let's see. What's on my mind? It's been a pretty good week, pretty long week. Let's see. I guess this isn't too relative to like Geek Bro stuff, but Florida's starting to open up for sporting events, specifically fighting, and I do really enjoy that. It is going to help me a lot as far as, making money off of what I do, so that's going to be great. And God, it's been a shitty week. WandaVision was the shit. Coming to America was the shit.
Well, there you go. And that's it for those two topics.
I guess this week we lost two Geek Bros. God rest in peace.
Yeah. Wait, what? Okay.
What? Yeah.
Man, what's on your mind, sir?
God
rest your soul.
Yeah. Praise Jeebus. I got really nothing new to talk about. I did finish all of WandaVision. I did finish Coming to America. Mm-hmm. I started Tom and Jerry. I don't know why, but whatever.
It's free.
Yeah, because it's free. And then I've been catching up on all the DC animated movies. They've been awesome. They've
Are we
been
coming
super
that?
awesome.
Huh? No, we're not coming. No, never mind. Go on.
We could do next week. I mean, I haven't seen. I don't know. I mean, I used to like the original DC.
I just finished Deathstroke, the dragons and whatever. That was awesome.
Right, real quick. Do you like violence?
I do.
You like titties?
Is the animated titties? They show animated titties? They don't show animated titties.
No, but like, yeah, they do. Oh my God, they do.
They leave very little for the imagination.
I think No. Have you seen Hell to Pay? You see Bush too.
And then Constantine one I finished too.
Yeah. So most of them are rated R. That should already tell you they're good.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Bro, the last one in the series, I mean, if you like these people, it's gonna break your fucking heart, man. But it's good. It's good. Highly
I'll check
recommend
them
it.
out. I'll check them
The-
out. I'll check them out.
The only one you should stay away from is Batman Ninja. That is just god awful.
Yeah, but that's not part of the New 52 series. So
Yeah, I know. Just everybody's gonna see it on there, like, oh, similar, whatever. Stay away from
yeah,
it.
yeah, there's a
garbage.
shit ton of stuff on there.
Watch me love
But-
it. Watch me love Batman Ninja.
Oh,
You
highly,
probably
but
would.
the Marvel Cinematic Universe cannot touch the DC animated universe
No.
at all. At all.
You can't compare live action MCU to animated D. You can do anything with animation, you know.
Okay.
So
Absolutely, but
sky's the limit.
when it comes to what do you enjoy more,
Uh-huh.
Marvel's not touching DC, bro.
Then I'll
Mar-
check it out. I love me some Marvel.
like
That's all I do on Disney Plus is rewatch all the Marvel shows over and over and over again.
DC's live action shit is some of it is pretty garbage,
Yeah,
but
agree.
their
their animated shit is
their
just
anima-
untouchable.
like I told Raz, they do not miss. I will forgive the Batman Ninja for what we did with Godzilla, with Ferris Bueller. Yes, so that's a loss America has to take,
Yes.
but they do not fucking miss, man. They do
All
not
right.
miss.
Check it out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's that. There's nothing on my mind. I'm just tired. That's pretty much it. I'm a little disheartened with my day job since I got passed up for a promotion. So that's been on my mind. That's pretty much
Here, disheartening to do.
exactly. So other than that, just trying to make sure I don't let it stress me out. And it was looking on the bright side. It's a kick in the pants I think I need to really move on. And so I'm looking forward to going there, being there only physically, but my mind is elsewhere as I try and figure out where I should be going forward, because it's clearly not there anymore. So without further ado, episode 118 starts now. But first, subscribe to our podcast. It's the right thing to do. Let's hit the fresh scent. Love you guys. Geek Bros approved movies of the week. We got Tom and Jerry, which I saw the trailer for it. Not interested really. It's like a less funny Space Jam. I don't know. I have no idea. You said you started watching it, man. What is your impression so far of this Tom and Jerry movie?
I'm okay. So I'm really not a fan, and I'm noticing how they try to integrate the animated with live action.
Right.
It never works in like any movie that I've
That's
ever
not
seen.
true. Who Framed Roger
Worked
Rabbit?
with Space Jam.
Was fantastic, and Space Jam too.
I mean, listen, those came out how long ago? In
That's what I'm
today's
saying,
age,
and it
yeah,
should be
we were
better.
a lot younger, so it should be better now that we're older in technology.
They
It's
still
just
hold up.
it's no, well, yeah, but I'm saying they still hold up for what they were in the past, even now, like because they were fan favorites and we were a favorite growing up. But right now, trying to watch something new,
Mhm.
it doesn't seem like they took a step forward.
They didn't. I don't care. They don't care.
It's there's like nothing new. It's still like the acting is just so much worse than what it used to be. So
Yeah.
it's just I mean, again, I'm only like 20 minutes into the movie.
That's all you
And
need.
I'm already like I'm gonna finish it, but I'm just like, damn it, man, like I don't want to, but
That's
I'm gonna
what
do
she
it
said. That's exactly what she said.
all the time. It's
The other movie approved this week is Coming to America. We're gonna review that later, but yeah. So that's that. We're gonna move on to. We're not doing that because there's no one show. Dark Side of the Moon. This is so funny. Halo TV series. Hit it, sucker.
Have you guys read up on the Halo TV series stuff and things like that?
I don't really. I've never played Halo to begin with, so I really don't know or care.
Well, I mean, I said TV series, but okay, rude.
Right, but for me to care about the Halo TV series, I would have to be. It's going to be tailored to the gamers, no?
Sure. So Halo is probably one of the most successful, I guess, exclusive Xbox games to ever come out, ever.
Allegedly.
Beats Gears of War. So I mean, and it's been around for a very long time now. And for all those who know, Halo Infinite was not available at launch for the new Xbox release, which is, I think, that's the first time in history. But okay, so Halo was going to come to Showtime, the TV series, but I guess with now Paramount Plus coming out, it's not going to Paramount Plus as an exclusive TV series, which I guess I'm going to have to get Paramount Plus. I don't know if I'm going to get it immediately or if I wait for a few episodes to come out, binge them, and then get it. Or, I don't know, maybe borrow somebody's Paramount Plus because I can't think about
got
anything
you.
else I'd watch on Paramount Plus.
Well, I mean, I had CBS All
But-
Access for the Star
Right,
Trek,
which
and
is
it was
now Paramount Plus.
So you know,
So we can do a watch party.
have you
Let's do it.
guys? Oh, I am super down. Have you guys watched? No, sorry. Have you guys seen who the cast is for the Halo TV series?
I did not, but I'm
no,
going to click on it right now.
no. Why don't you tell me?
Do you guys know who Pablo
Escobar?
Schreiber is?
No.
Pablo Schreiber.
No,
Have you
I-
seen
the last name seems
Gods?
familiar, but not Pablo.
Have you seen American Gods?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know the guy who plays Matt Sweeney, the Irish leprechaun.
Did it say Charlie Murphy?
Yeah, the big
Did
guy.
he die?
Yep,
That's him?
that's Master Chief.
Who?
Oh, wow. Shit.
Yeah.
Who's the chief?
I mean, if you've seen the movie 13 Hours, he also plays Chris Tanto, so that's pretty cool too.
Sounds racist.
The cast is actually pretty good. It's all people that we don't know except for him. Let's see. Oh, Commander Keys will be a black guy, and I actually don't know the guy that they picked him, but it actually literally looks like a black Commander Keys. So I think that's pretty great. I'm not too sure what the timeline is for this, but it looks like it's going to be a couple years before the first event of Halo Combat Evolved. Just because Commander Keys looks pretty young, and so does Dr. Halsey. Might be somewhere. I mean, I really hope it would be between Reach and Combat Evolved, but I doubt it. I think it's going to take place somewhere around the insurgency with the other planets and stuff and colonies. So I'm hoping we see some Covenant, but who knows? Who knows? I think. Have you guys seen Halo Forward Unto Dawn?
No.
It was a kind of like how they did with the Star Wars animated, the Clone Wars animated series.
I
like
remember
5-minute
seeing it
clips.
was on Netflix or something, right?
Yeah, and then
Like a
they
while ago.
released it as a movie, like an hour and 30-minute movie.
Yeah.
Not
I
bad.
remember- yeah.
That takes place during the first Covenant invasion.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. I really, really hope this series takes place during that time, just because it's really good. It would connect everything. I mean, I don't have too much interest during the events of the insurgency and before, Oni started to implement the Spartans outside of insurgencies and into Covenant. So I think it'd be pretty interesting to see what this show has to offer. It's really good. It's a very, very popular franchise. I don't know what Paramount Plus is, so I hope they don't fuck this up. Like, if they would have said, Stars would have been great. If they would have said Amazon, that would have been fantastic. I just don't know how good Paramount's budget is. Do you
Well,
guys?
I mean, they're coming from CBS All Access. CBS All Access has had a pretty darn good budget for
Okay.
Star Trek Discovery season 1, 2, and 3, and for Star Trek Picard. I mean, the
Picard, yeah.
writing, was subpar, but it was my guilty pleasure, and those are some quality
Because
effects.
now
So-
here's the thing: if they do decide to do this outside of the insurgencies, it would be a very, very CGI heavy series. I couldn't imagine they could do practical effects for a lot of the characters that are not human. Maybe like one or two, like maybe the Prophets, maybe, but everything else has to be CGI, and it has to be CGI. The CGI has to be at least better than what Halo Reach or Halo 4 and 5 were. If it's, I mean, and I don't know if you've seen their cinematics. They are fantastic. I mean, have you ever seen the movie Beowulf?
Yeah.
No.
Beowulf was
Very close. Yeah, very close to that kind of quality of CGI. So I mean, I don't. What I don't want to see is some like CW or
Hey.
Wanda or like WandaVision CGI.
What was wrong with WandaVision CG? All right, I don't even get into that.
Yeah, we're going to. But I just hope that Paramount Plus does do right for it, because Halo is such a huge genre in the gaming world. But I mean, the books, the movies, and cartoons that have come out since then have been fantastic. So I just hope they do not, do wrong by this, because probably, it was the first game I ever played for Xbox. It was this, then Max Payne. So I'm hoping it's a good show.
Paramount Plus, don't let Darflex down, or he will destroy you.
myself.
So
Oh,
that's
yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
all right. You can move on when you want. It's up to you. It's still your segment.
Sorry, I'm burping my whiskey. Okay, so the Crew trailer review. Have you guys seen the trailer? Or can you guys?
I saw
I
it.
watched.
Do
the
you
whole
want to
season.
share it or no?
What? Put on the screen?
Yeah.
That's blasphemy. Roz does not approve of that.
Oh, okay. Well, he's not here, but he also thinks that there's like 72 genders. So, but okay. So, the reason I started watching this show. Oh, before I go into it, it's about a damn.
It's a NASCAR crew.
It's a NASCAR show. Very little racing involved.
Yeah.
It revolves around the company itself. So the crew chief, the engineers, the mechanics, the driver, and like marketing and stuff. It's a pretty good show. It's full of like, I guess would it be considered niche?
Yep.
Yeah,
it is.
It's on Netflix.
First
I didn't know it was
season's
already.
Would it be considered niche slap comedy or?
Yeah, I don't know.
right?
I mean,
yeah, it's a lot of like dad
it's corny.
jokes and
it's very dad joke, but it's not surprising because that's kind of what you expect, and it's funny. It's good. You know, I think it's very well made. It is funny. It's pretty relative.
The trailer
to like,
seemed decent. I mean, I didn't say, funny. God, I gotta watch this. No, so
listen, it's OG Kevin James comedy, right? So like we covered last time, I recently started working with Kevin James
allegedly
over at the gym. You saw a photo. What do you mean allegedly?
Listen, I Photoshop.
It's on the GEEK BROS page.
Photoshop is a thing.
You know very dang good and well. I'm very, very not Photoshop or any kind of editing savvy. But that's not why I started watching it. I started watching because Juancho actually brought it up. He said The Crew is a good show. You should check it out. I checked it out. During work, and I ended up finishing it in 2 days. It's a short series. Hopefully it's picked up for the second season. Yeah. It's fun, man. It's like man said, it's dad jokes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like corny comedy, but it's like, all right, it's like regular people comedy. It's good. I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
I'm personally not a huge fan of like NASCAR, but like it was fun to see how they would operate. I mean, I'm sure this isn't realistic, but I like to see how they operated as like, I guess, a family almost. I liked it. It's good. I do recommend it. You know, if you have time and some time to kill or something, it's a very good short series to watch.
Okay,
I agree.
Then I'll check it out. And we can do a proper series review. Why the heck not?
I mean, okay, so like, have you seen shows like How I Met Your Mother or like Kings of Queens, or it's very similar to that.
Okay. Well, then I might like. I mean, I like How I Met Your Mother.
It's probably not as impactful as How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah,
but it's within that genre.
Okay.
I mean, it's only one season, so who knows? But
I'll check it out.
It's only because Neil Patrick Harris is untouchable, but we won't.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, cool. I'll check it out, and we can do a proper series review next week. I mean, I got all the time in the world for the next 11 days. So.
Yeah, I believe Juancho has watched it. Man, I has watched it. I watched it, so I guess it just leaves you.
Yeah, nobody cares what Juancho wants to watch. All right, so let's move on to your final topic.
Final topic. WB. Awful. So the Warner Brothers reportedly wants Michael B. Jordan to lead a Superman movie, right?
God no.
And this has been in talks for very many years, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why I put this is this came up in my fraternity's Facebook page. By the way, Black fraternities, so I'm sure you can imagine they're not very geek culture savvy. But they're saying, oh yeah, he should definitely be a Black Superman. I'm like, all right, cool, yeah. But Henry Cavill is a fantastic Superman. Mm-hmm. I don't think he should go anywhere anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
At least within the next decade or two, right?
Yeah.
He is a fantastic. I believe this man will age into a fantastic Superman as well, too.
Yep.
All right. But I do like Michael B. Jordan, right? As a Superman. No. So have you seen The Reign of Superman?
Yes, it was a Black Superman.
He could be like a parallel universe.
Okay.
You mean
so
Steel? Steel doesn't count.
Yeah. Listen, let's forget Shaquille O'Neal ever was Steel, right?
All right, let's stop for a minute, okay? That movie is a national treasure, okay? Be careful what you're saying.
Yeah, national
Yeah,
treasure
for
piece of
ISIS.
shit.
Now,
Okay.
so let's I think Michael B. Jordan would be a fantastic addition because he could definitely play the nerd character, right? I mean, he definitely has that look. So it could be the same black dude, John Henry in Star Labs, right?
Mhm.
After Henry Cavill dies, gets killed by, well, I guess that already happened.
But he already died.
Yeah.
They
Okay,
can't do that
but
again.
they
mean,
can do like a spin-off into, I don't know, whatever. Kind of how they did with that bullshit Wonder Woman 1983 or whatever the fuck that shit was.
I haven't seen it yet. Oh, shut up. Be careful.
Garbage.
It was
So,
garbage.
I mean, she can get it, but garbage. So
Both of them.
Why is it so bad? I gotta see this movie.
So he could definitely be a Steel because Steel's not really as big as Shaq was, and he's a smaller. No, I mean Shaq's huge.
But that's what Steel looks like in the comics. A big, cut up black man.
But he's not. First of all, Shaq was not cut up ever in his life, right? I think Michael B. Jordan is like maybe a few inches taller than me, if that. He'd be the perfect Steel. He's already ripped.
Okay.
He's young.
But they're not talking about Reign of the Superman. They're talking about.
I know. But this is what we're talking about. This is discussion. he definitely can lead a Superman movie. There are various Supermen. There's the fucking what's it called? There's Superman. There's Superboy. There's Steel. There's the fucking cyborg Superman.
Mm-hmm.
There's that one clone of Clark after he dies. The incinerator, the whatever, the eradicator, some shit like that. I forget.
Mm-hmm.
But also in the alternate universe, there is a black Superman, Calvin. Right?
What?
Still named. It's still Kal-El, comes from Krypton, black dude, falls into Earth, gets adopted by a family, but instead of being called Clark, he's Calvin. I think he could be that Superman, which is why I wanted Juancho and Ross to talk about the multiple Earths in DC.
You know where my mind went when you said Calvin? For some reason, I automatically thought Meteor Man for some stupid ass reason.
Oh, that was also a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say Will Smith?
I like that. What?
No. But so I think there are I think what I'm trying to do with this article is there are very good options for Michael B. Jordan to be Superman without having to kick out or remove Henry Cavill as Superman, because I think even more over Christopher Reeves, he is the best Superman we've had. I mean that one little fucking beta male from Legend of Tomorrow, he sucked at Superman. In Superman Returns, he sucked. He played
it true to Christopher Reeves.
No.
Yeah.
He is at least 30 to 40 pounds smaller than Christopher Reeves. Okay. Christopher Reeves was a massive man.
He was not a massive man.
He was 225 pounds, bro.
How do you know this? We just Google it real quick. How do you know this? Did you train him?
I was a huge fan.
I bet.
Of Superman.
And also cancer research and stuff like that and all that stuff. Big deal. I'm also really into stem cells. But yeah, really huge man. But okay, who else? Who else was Superman? What's his
guy
name?
from
Dean Cain. I thought Dean Cain was a good Superman.
Yeah, Dean Cain.
Dean Cain was a good Superman.
Nah, he looked way too Puerto Rican for me. Did not like it.
Okay, that's what. Jesus Christ. And Tom Welling. Tom Welling grew into it.
Tom Welling was fantastic.
Okay, and
I would say
he aged really well. He would have been a great Superman.
Yeah, which is such what they did in the crossover. Like
that's because I think that's the only reason why they could get him because he didn't want to
wear.
What
else is he doing? The only thing he's doing right now is Nicholas Sparks movies. So what the fuck, man?
I don't know what his deal is. I know he was in Lucifer a little bit, but he looks good. He aged really well.
But
so
my point is, I think this is just my speculation. People are trying to, dig into this whole cancel culture and woke culture, and we need a black superhero. We need a character that already exists to be black. No, why don't you actually look?
Yeah,
And
I know where you're going with this. I love it.
I bet the people who like read this shit or
Mhm.
like not had never read the comics, had never looked into
Yeah.
the DC universe. Yo, there are plenty of black Supermen.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just do that? You don't have to remove Henry Cavill, which, by the way, again, best Superman we've had to date.
Isn't that
Beautiful, man.
wouldn't we call this reverse cultural appropriation in a weird way? You know,
Hmm.
in a weird way. I mean, you could say it like that, like, but why do we have to take established brands that are, yes, unfortunately, typically white males and make them female or make them black or make them something else? Why do
Yeah.
we do that? Just create something original then. Well, what
You
you're
know
trying to do, you're trying to seem
Exactly. Just make your own shit.
you're trying to seem progressive with but you need that recognition to make the buck. You don't want to take the risk of what being progressive actually means. That's what it is.
Where are my Asian people, man? Like, I want to see an Asian Superman. Like,
Wing,
what the fuck?
Wing Chung in the Ten Rings, or what's his name? Jackie Chan. I don't know. Marvel's doing one of those, right? Shang-Chi.
Like,
Yeah. Tang-Chi.
Coming.
For example, remember when Brandy was Cinderella?
Yeah.
No big
God,
deal. No big deal,
that-
bro.
movie-
Impossible.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that I hated that movie.
Or like, how about this? We're gonna get a female Thor. That's fine because that's actually in the
Yeah.
goddamn story.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. It is.
Like, stop trying to force what's been. People worked hard to write these comics, this comics, whatever the story is, and you want to change it for your own agenda. How about this?
Mhm.
Why don't you like to be creative and write your own shit, bro?
Yeah,
God,
write a
you're
brand new
asking-
one.
Like,
You're asking for too much. It's too hard to do all that.
well,
Let's
here's
just
the
take
thing.
something and let's just switch up the genders
Art-
or certain
and-
races.
I think we've done this before, but art is an expression of self.
Mhm.
You shouldn't have to change yourself for someone else's needs. It's like, bro, like, art is art.
Yeah.
Let somebody express themselves. If you want to do art, do it yourself. Don't force someone to change. I mean, that's oppression, honestly, because you make something you're really proud of, and it's great, right? Like, it's great. But then you get some fucking like pink-haired fucking feminist telling you to change it to, like, now you feel like shit. Like, no, like, I put this to make people happy, but
Mhm.
now I'm getting all this backlash
now
because
you're
people have the
finding
dignity of
faults.
choice
Yeah.
and internet. I don't know. It's just
That's what happens.
ridiculous.
It's funny. You
But like I
guys,
said,
but didn't you guys see that meme? It says, "How did my generation that grew up on South Park and Family Guy
Yes.
end up being so
yeah.
butthurt and sensitive?" And I
Yes.
read, and I mean, there's a lot of memes out there, but that meme had me stop for it. And I was just like, that makes a lot of sense. How did this
No,
happen?
you know what it is? I think it's the availability of social media, and to have the option to readily put. I mean, back in my day, all we had was like instant messenger. We didn't have fucking shit. We can like put a bunch of stuff out and get likes and use hashtags to like trigger people.
Right, but the
People
fact
have that now.
though is that it's the accessibility on social media, but it's for some reason we're all bowing down to a small percentage, only a small percentage. I don't want to call them the lowest common denominator, but to each his own. But the mainstream is bowing down to a small percentage. Saying that are just out there looking for something to complain about, looking for something to poke fun at,
and
looking for something
they're
to
just
put down.
everybody's just bowing down to it. They're walking away
I
instead
don't
of just taking
understand.
it
Why
head
is
on.
that happening? It's like literally 0.0000001% of the population that finds fault. Did you know that they're putting away Pinocchio, Snow White, and some other thing because you can't see it on Disney Plus for kids anymore. It's putting it for only adults because it's out of touch. I get it. Times have changed, yes, but I mean, are we serious? Put a disclaimer if you want to put a disclaimer, but that's history. That's, I don't know. It drives me nuts. These little things. Oh, we're editing this out, or oh, we're covering this up because times have changed.
No one cares.
Like, have they? Yeah, no. I mean, like, I still enjoy all our old stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely more conscious to not speak as I do in public, but if I know my audience, I know my audience.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure some of the shit I say around you, if I said anywhere else, I'd probably, get canceled or whatever people call it now, whatever.
I won't lie to you. I won't lie. I can't wait for Darflex to get canceled. That'd be like such great publicity for us.
Facebook has suspended me for 30 days. I think about 5 times now.
Yeah.
I'm uncancelable.
Oh, he's uncancelable.
I get put in time out.
He's the Gina Carano of the Geek Bros, so don't worry about it.
You know what? That's also bullshit too. But whatever.
Yeah. So let's move on to since we brought up Pinocchio. Hit it, Toss.
All right, so I heard about this and I was like, why? But anyway, they have an announcement for a Disney Plus live action Pinocchio.
Oh, this is gonna be a series? Oh man.
Yeah, unfortunately. They've named some people, some cast members. Tom Hanks is going to be Geppetto. Luke Evans is going to be the coachman. Benjamin Evan Ainsworth will be the voice of Pinocchio. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is going to be
Pinocchio?
No, I just had it here.
His friend, what's his face?
Chaka?
No, damn it, I just had it here.
Lampwit?
Oh no, Jiminy Cricket.
Oh yeah, Jiminy Cricket.
He's in the voice of Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah.
How is that?
And then
that is not
whoever
why?
who is Cynthia Evero? I didn't even Google that. I
don't know, but you know they should have made
no idea.
Morgan Freeman fucking Jiminy Cricket's voice.
No, you know what should have been?
God, I would have loved it.
This
dude
is
from the Daily Show, fucking Tom Oliver, whatever Oliver.
Who?
That British dude from the fucking
John Oliver.
John Oliver.
I don't know. You need a mentor. You want that mentor voice, not the
You're right,
cracking,
James Earl Jones.
sarcastic voice. James Earl Jones is so old. Okay,
Shut your fucking mouth. First of all, Darth Vader is not old.
I mean, he means
you shut your whole mouth. Shut your whole mouth.
base openly attacked.
Okay, so Cynthia Evero is going to be the Blue Fairy. Apparently, she's played in a show called The Outsider, which I watched, which was really good, actually.
What you noticed?
It was.
And that's all it was. There's all this other stuff. She's going to be in the new movie Chaos Walking with Tom Holland that hasn't even come out yet.
I can't wait for that movie. It's gonna be the shit.
But she's in there as well. But
I have no idea what the movie is.
You're a jackass.
Yeah.
And Keegan Michael Key. We all know who he is.
I like that.
He's going to be Honest John. And Lorraine Bracco, I don't know, who's Sophia the Seagull, is also going to be named on there. There is a clip of, I guess, a small teaser for this movie. It's like 28 seconds long. But let me see. I mean, that's if he wants to share it.
Because I have not seen it.
Oh, you want me to share that? Hold on. The
Shut his
Geico
dick.
now. Hold on. No, Geico. Okay. All right. Hold on. I don't know if did I ever fix the audio issue I had with this thing?
I have no idea.
No idea.
Okay. Well. Oh, there it is. Share sound. Bam.
And then the director for this movie is Robert Zemeckis, who did Forrest Gump and Castaway.
All right, stop talking.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay.
Is it a teaser? Or is it just clip art?
The teaser, bro.
How is that? What did that tease?
It says that you should pay for Disney Plus.
But that didn't show us anything. That was just.
Did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot?
Hey, why are they not using Italian actors? They are racist. I am literally shaking right now. Why are they not using Italian actors? This is bullshit.
There are no Italian actors in Hollywood.
I need Disney Plus to be canceled.
They're gonna cancel us if you cut that shit. He's just playing Disney. We have
I'm
no
just playing.
interest.
Free stuff. Send us free subscriptions. We definitely love the Mandalorian. How it carried the whole streaming service on its back.
Oh my God.
Well, actually, WandaVision was great. But
well, I mean, great is a strong word. I want that man hit your next topic. Then we're gonna go back to WandaVision.
What was my name? Oh, the PlayStation one.
Yeah, it's stepping up their game. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. So okay. So I don't know if anybody else has this, but do you subscribe to PS Plus?
My offspring does, but that's about it.
So PS Plus. Yeah.
Oh, PS
PS
Plus.
Plus.
I do.
Yeah. Okay. So PS Plus, PlayStation announced that they have 4 games coming out for this month or whatever. One of them being the new Final Fantasy remake of 7, which is intriguing because they have not released a Final Fantasy game since 2012, and it's always been the original version, never a remake. So you would think that something along this line, it would be like, oh, we get Final Fantasy 7, yay, the blocky, whatever of Cloud, but they're actually giving you the brand new remake that came out like what, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, whatever it was. So they're putting that on there. So they're pretty much stepping their game. They have another game on here. I don't really know too much about it. It's called Maquette. It's a puzzle game. I don't think too many people are going to care for that unless you're into puzzle games. I haven't heard too much about Remnant from the Ashes, which I heard it's gotten pretty decent reviews, and Farpoint, which has been whatever. But but these 4 games alone, as it is, because PlayStation Plus has hit, like, they've missed a few times before in the past where they've had like a stupid farming simulator game and something else that nobody else is gonna ever play in their life. I think.
First of all, that formation is great. Have you not seen my backyard, bro?
Yeah, well, you know what? Did you play the game, or did you just be like, "Oh, look, this is a great idea. Let me do this in my backyard"?
Yes.
Either.
Exactly. So, nothing released, obviously, because we're still in the beginning of March. But so far, they've catered to their fans, which is PlayStation has not been known to do. So. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. But it's surprising that they've released a newer version of a Final Fantasy game in this stature this quickly.
Well, maybe it's because they're realizing that they're falling behind and so on and so forth and stuff. Who knows?
But the thing is, they don't cater to their people. So this is like a first time ever. So probably next month they're probably gonna shit on everybody all over again. But it's just,
I love your love your
listen,
face.
As a newly subscriber to Game Pass, I have been enjoying the shit out of my Game Pass, and I have barely touched my PS.
Yeah,
Plus.
Game Pass becomes addicting. It becomes very addicting, and you end up being like the last 4 major games that have changed my life have come from Game Pass. Games that I would have never tried, never played, never even thought about had I not just been scrolling through Game Pass and say, "Ooh, this looks cool," and download. So,
Right.
I don't know. All right, well, I'd love to now get into what we're really here for. That's not true. WandaVision season finale review. So let's get into it. Since it's your topic, Mr. Man, you'll give us the first. Do we want to do the? No, yes, you give me your first one. That's fine. Go for it. We'll do the good, the bad. We'll do a full series review next week, and that'll be the good, the bad, the ugly.
Got it.
Man, whenever you're ready, man. Who are you looking at? You looking at Vision?
No, you. I'm
Yeah,
not looking
Vision's
at Vision.
junk.
Yeah, that's
That
he's
is
looking
crotch.
Exactly.
She's trying to get right up it. Wait, does he have one?
He does. He has to have one.
He's like a Ken doll.
No, they have sexual relations. They do. There's no way they don't have sexual relations.
How do you know?
Didn't have sexual relations. That was she did that to herself.
Correct. But
Maybe she licks his mind stone.
WandaVision season finale review. Man.
Dude, first of all,
Flick that beam.
this shut your mouth. I love this episode. The season finale, it was amazing to watch. But what I didn't, it just left me with a bunch of questions. For instance, fake Pietro. Spoiler alert. Sorry.
John Bonner.
Yeah. What the hell? All of a sudden he's not Pietro because he was wearing a necklace. Like, they hyped it up so much that he's like, oh, he might be Agnes Harkness' son or Mephisto or something crazy like that. And he's just a regular kid who was trapped there. And it's like, oh, that was just so.
They snoked us. They snoked us. Okay.
Wait, hold on. What if that's Disney breaking our fourth wall and saying, "Yeah, motherfucker, we got the money to make this happen if we want to."
So they're just teasing him.
I mean, that could be it. That's
I
a
mean-
massive and like huge dick flex, bro.
I mean, I guess, but like, I didn't see, like, he was in a total of what, an episode and a half maybe, and his
2.5. Let's say two
Two
and
and
a
a
half
half,
episodes.
two and a half,
yeah,
yeah.
2.5, but his role was what?
nothing. It was
Exactly.
negligible.
It was nothing, and all of a sudden
Negligible.
his necklace gets ripped off. Like, I'm so sorry, I don't know what's going on. Like, you little bitch. Like, what? All of it. Like, I just
Or it could be a trick.
could be. Now, here's the
Maybe
other.
maybe Professor X
series
put
is
a
over,
magic
so-
on.
Now,
Yeah.
my other question is, what was her name? Morgan? No.
Morgan Star. I love you 3000.
No. What's
The black chick?
Agnes.
Rambo?
yeah.
Oh, Monica.
Yeah, Lambo.
Monica
what was her-
Rambo.
There you go. So
She can get it.
she showed.
Oh my
she's
God.
definitely
Yeah,
gonna-
Yes.
she get it. I
Yeah.
mean, my God,
So
she's gorgeous.
she shows her powers, right? And then all of a sudden the world stops. Now, do her powers still exist? Did they go away? Like,
no, because her power is manifested because she went through the
because
thing
she went through the thing
like three
2 or 3
times or whatever times. So no, it
But
has nothing to do.
you
with
never saw it at the end of the episode.
What?
Mm.
The powers?
Powers. The
Because-
last part that you saw her powers was she was getting shot at, and then that was it.
True, but she doesn't know how to control it though. So like, she's
It's
got
kind
it.
of nice to finally see the police shoot a black person and they don't die.
Thank you for that commentary. That is good social commentary. Continue on, man. Jesus Christ.
I don't know if I can follow that one, but okay. And then then it leaves the questions. All right, so at the second end credit scene, when she's in the cabin, why are there two of her?
No, that's astral projection. A projection.
Right.
No.
Who the hell's there?
So one is Wanda, one is the Scarlet Witch. That's what I think.
No, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Did she split herself?
Well, I mean, I
Like-
think it's kind of like what Doctor Strange did. Remember when Doctor Strange was when he was sleeping, he was astral projecting and he was learning that way too.
Right.
Maybe she mastered it where her
But she
body
wasn't
can-
sleeping.
Yeah, well, but
I
maybe she
think-
mastered it where
I think Agatha was right. She doesn't know what she released into this world.
Right.
well,
Which
actually, the
that
one
fight scene was pretty badass too.
Did it, So what's fart scene?
Fart scene. The
Fart
fight
scene?
scene
That is a
between
fart
Agnes and Wanda.
No, that was not. But okay.
I mean, listen, bro. Like, she kind of psyched her out. She's like, "Oh, you're missing. Oh, wait, you bitch, you got me. You got me. This sucks."
Yeah. No.
But either way, I really enjoyed this episode. I like how they ended it. I like where they're pretending to lead up to, because at this point, I don't know what the hell is going to happen next. Because the last 3 episodes, no one could figure out what the hell was going on in the next one. This was
Right.
completely like a left field operation. Like, no one knew anything that was going on. So would I see the next one? Hell yes.
The next one of
Definitely.
what?
The next season. If they
There is
I'm
a
pretty
next
sure that-
season. That's season
Yeah.
series finale. There is
season
no other
finale.
season. No,
It wasn't a series. Was it a series?
Limited series. There's only one season. That's
You
it.
Do you think? Do
Only one
you
season.
think this was to lead up to the Doctor Strange movie?
They say that, they claim
Definitely.
that. I just don't see
Definitely.
what they set up though. I don't see what they set up that led to Doctor Strange. Besides saying, "Oh, Wanda's stronger than the Sorcerer Supreme." That's pretty much it. So I don't know what they.
That and something
up.
about controlling reality. So reality within itself. So I think it has something to do with that too. I mean, I know it's supposed to point towards House of M at some point, but I don't know.
I don't
No
know. I don't
idea.
think so. I don't think so at all. Flex season finale review. Series.
No,
finale, change
Are
that.
we gonna? Well,
No, just
I
just
really-
that episode.
I really enjoyed it. Let's see. Do you think that the person that the crawl agent was telling Rambo was asking for her was Nick Fury?
Of course, it was Nick Fury. Did you not see the end credit scene for Spider-Man: Far From Home? He's in space.
Yeah, when he was in space.
Yeah, that's I mean, clear as day. I mean, that was nothing. I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
It
I
could
hope
be.
that- I
It
hope
could
that
be
he wants-
Nick Fury or Captain
who?
Marvel, Miss Marvel.
No, see,
Captain Marvel's enough.
what I
she
wanna-
left.
what I hope is that she's calling her up there to let her know that Captain Marvel died or got canceled, and no longer a part of the MCU.
That's not
But
gonna
it's
happen.
probably Nick Fury, right?
That's not gonna happen. It's Nick Fury. It's absolutely Nick Fury.
It was a pretty good episode. It was a pretty good episode. I really like how it was done. It was sad. The last interaction between Wanda and Vision was pretty sad. So
Actually,
but it was okay.
Yeah, no, it was Nick Fury. Apparently, there's a lot of sideness saying that it's Nick Fury that called her away.
Well, of
Okay.
course. I mean, who else would it be? I'm sorry. You said you were crying because of the what?
Yeah, the last interaction between Wanda and her family, I think that's pretty sad. Just him seeing like how he lied about turning the lights on, but then he says, "I just wanted to see you," and there you are. Yeah, that was kind of nice.
Oh.
It was romantical. It was very touching stuff.
I guess. I mean, if I had to say something,
Vibe has no heart, but whatever.
I said that I have no heart. I mean, if I had to say,
He's been hurt. He's been hurt.
Shut the fuck up. I think that the season finale or series finale was probably the weakest episode of the entire series for me, because it was unsatisfying for me. The truth about fake Pietro, unsatisfying. Revealing who Ralph was, and I'm talking about this weird Ralph guy this entire time. I thought Ralph was the big bad or the puppet master or something else. Nope, that was nothing. The reason why was it Woo's character?
Yeah.
Remember he was there. Did nobody remember that he came there looking for a fugitive, an insider? Did nobody remember that? That was the beginning at all.
No, but he simply stated in that episode that they were looking for somebody, and then it shifted to we're actually not looking for somebody, we're looking for a place that's missing.
Well, no,
for a whole place.
He said that a whole place was missing, but originally what sent him there was a missing person, for something, and they never explained what that was, and that was always gone. I wasn't thrilled. I mean, I knew it was coming, but I had no interest in the Vision versus Vision battle. I only liked that little thought, I guess, thought discussion they had. That was kind of cool. I enjoyed that. But other than that, that was boring. I don't know what you're talking about when it comes to the Agatha and Wanda fight. That also was kind of lame to me too. I just sat there like this. Okay, let's get over it. Superheroes crap. Give me the point of this series. And the point of this series ultimately was you gotta deal with loss. So we went through an entire 9 episodes just so deal with loss. I don't think, besides revealing her Scarlet Witchiness, what did this really accomplish for the show? It felt like one gigantic filler at the end, is what I realized. Agatha Harkness is.
I think it.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. No, please.
No, it felt like an entire filler. You know what it reminds me of? The Garlic Jr. saga in Dragon Ball Z. I'll be real with you. That is what when I watched it, I was realizing I just watched an entire Garlic Jr. saga in between 2 major arcs. It felt like, I'm not getting me wrong, I liked 90% of WandaVision, but the finale, I was like, oh man, nothing's being accomplished. Nothing made any sense. Nothing was worthwhile. It's all is set up, and it's just okay. Well, let's quickly do it. Let's do this. Best things we can do. So
maybe Disney did this to kind of keep us a little bit satiated in between the Mandalorian,
of course.
Real cash cow.
And that's what I think it was. It was just that I think that's why they because remember, Falcon and the Winter Soldier was supposed to come out before WandaVision. So I don't know, but again, I didn't say the series in itself was great, but the season finale or the series finale, I just watched it, but me and my Oscar looked at each other and said, yeah, that was mundane. That was kind of boring. So that's how I felt about it. I was underwhelmed.
Can you send Squeegee Bit an invite to the podcast?
Why?
He can jump on right now. Just join us. Just to talk shit. Yeah, he can jump on. Just send him. He'll jump on.
All right, we'll go on to the next thingy. Go open mic. Open mic.
Wait. Hold on.
Kind of weak for him to come on now.
No, because it'll be fine. But before we move on, so
keep going.
This is the last I guess episode of this, and then we'll move it on to the Winter Soldier. So this is part of Marvel's what is it, Phase 4, right?
Yeah.
So is the Phase 4 going to be one-time series? I guess going forward, like
It's
WandaVision.
possible, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna have an end result like story frame to it. I mean, everything is supposed to. This is their version of, I guess, what they did with the movies in the last 10 years. So I'm guessing this is just like they're just doing shorter.
Bro, how gangster would it be if they did this, right? But like for the Spider-Verse, like animated.
Definitely.
No live action, but give us like a really cool
Ladies and gentlemen,
animated
Squeezy Bits.
Spider-Man thing.
Squeezy bit.
And Illuminati confirmed.
You
Absolutely.
cannot do that. That is racist.
Yeah, that's racist.
Oh, my bad.
You're looking a lot more yellow than normal.
That is
It's
also
probably
racist.
the lighting. Maybe let me just.
What's wrong with your hair, man?
Oh, it's behind my headphone.
Jillian says hi.
Oh, hey, what's up, Jilly? Nuts?
Color out,
Is that what it is?
color
Jilly?
Ralph.
All
Oh,
right.
dude, I've been looking forward to being on one of these podcasts with Man, with JJ. When Jilly, stop sending emails. Stop sending emails. Tell her to stop sending emails.
Oh, Ralph says stop sending fucking emails. This is public safety.
I'm trying to do
Listen.
my homework.
I'm
to do
gonna
my
send
homework,
an
Jilly.
entire clearance for the whole building. Get ready.
That's do it on Mondays or Tuesdays. That has nothing to do with me. Hey, what's up, guys? This is really fun that we're here. I'm also maybe 3.
You
IPAs
remind
down.
me of Christopher Walken in Batman. Why is your hair like that? It's really
cold.
bothering me. Can you like push it forward again? Because your forehead is huge, like too big for an Asian. No. Put your hair in front of your headphones. Like you, there we go. God, thank you, Jesus Christ, thank you.
You're
You're freaking me
welcome.
out. You look a monster. Okay, cool.
Thank you. All right.
Yo, your hair is super long, dude.
Yeah. I'd like to blame COVID-19, but really, I just don't like getting haircuts.
Yeah,
What are
I
we
know
on?
better than that.
What are we on?
What do you mean?
You guys were talking about something like super cool before I came on.
No, we were finishing up the review of
WandaVision.
WandaVision, the season series finale.
Oh.
Did you have something to say? You might as well throw it in there now before we go, because we only have 2 topics.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I have a really quick thing about WandaVision. I think the entire series was super awesome up to like the very last season.
God
Or up
damn,
to the very
boom,
last
boom,
episode.
boom. That's what I said. Exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Carry on.
I mean, I enjoyed like the entire. It's like they had like this really beautiful story that they were molding, and then they turned it into like, oh yeah, we're just gonna fight everybody at the end of everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree.
you know, like Scarlet Witch is such a, or like after
Bitch.
this series, no, it's such a beautiful character.
Your background noise, Flex.
Jillian's probably trying to. Oh, sorry, Jilly's probably trying to send emails.
Probably.
But go ahead, continue.
Oh, so like it's such a beautiful story with the Scarlet Witches, and like I just realized this after, you know, like watching the series. Like I decided to like go down the rabbit hole of what the Scarlet Witch is, and then they bring it down to like, oh, they'll never know what you sacrificed. You had these people like mesmerized, and you had them doing your little robot-y
Mhm.
things for like the past 2 weeks, and oh, you're what you sacrificed.
Mm-hmm.
They have things that they sacrificed as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Overall, the series was amazing though, until the very last episode, which was, if the entire thing built up to like an 11, the last episode was kind of a 7, which is a passing grade. But like, hey, it's like everything that became Marvel, it became MCU in the very last episode,
Exactly.
which was good and bad at the same time. Like I enjoyed the entire series up to number that.
See?
I think
Hey,
I think
Squeezy
I think
Bits.
what they needed was another like maybe 2 or 3 episodes, because I think at that last one they didn't know where to go with it, and they just kind of crammed it all together. Said this is the last one. We don't have time.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm with you on that.
All right. So we're gonna move on to open mic. Spider-Man 3 Spider-Man 3 title review. Okay, now I assume you guys all saw that little video with the new title review of Spider-Man 3, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
New? Yes.
You didn't see
yes.
the video. You know what I'm
No,
saying.
yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I
You,
did.
you know the okay. What is the name of Spider-Man 3?
Going back home or something like that.
Was it
Is that what it
no?
was?
Was it? I forget now.
Something about home.
It's
And
home.
Nowhere
it's
near
coming
home?
Nowhere
Near
no
home.
way home.
Something,
No way
Far from
home.
something
Far from
home. No,
home.
that was the other one. Jackass.
Halfway
Oh.
home.
Hold on. I suck.
Oh,
That one.
yeah, dude. Who runs this show?
Pretty sure it's nowhere near home.
No, it's no. It's
Nowhere
no way
near-
home.
Yeah.
It's no way home. It's
No Way Home.
No way home.
Spider-Man 3 is finally titled Spider-Man No Way Home. So,
Something like that. Yeah.
so yeah.
That means it's a multiverse. Has to be, right?
Is it?
It's
Or
no-
is it
well,
going to be
they've
like a
already said-
WandaVision thing again?
They already said that
No.
it's going to be a multiverse thing because they got all three of the other. Or the
Allegedly,
other two,
allegedly.
but they've been very strongly talking about this. So I believe it has to mainly deal with a very big multiverse type situation. Would be fucking awesome if they did.
It would be awesome, but it would take away from the ending of Far From Home. I want them I want them to discuss and deal with the fact that, oh my God, I've been framed for murder. Oh my God, my identity's been thrown. I want that to be the story. I don't want them to just skip that part and go.
What if
direct-
it becomes a Ralph Boner kind of episode again? That's
No,
what I
please
don't
don't.
want it to be. Like
Please
Ralph
don't.
Boner, like Silver
Please don't.
Silver Surfer was such an important
Hmm.
like character in the X-Men, and then they just turned him to Ralph Boner
Did you say
Yeah.
Silver?
in one.
You.
I mean, sorry, Silver.
You mean
Quicksilver.
My bad.
Quicksilver.
My bad.
Silver
Like,
Surfer.
you lost me for a minute. I'm like
My bad. My
okay.
bad.
well,
You've obviously drank a little bit too much, so we're gonna stop
a
talking
little
to
bit
you
of
now.
cognac.
It's never a little
Yeah,
bit
look
too
at this.
much, bro.
But what do you-
I'm
You
a-
know, fun fact
go
about
Valda.
Squeezy Bits, just like a camel, very similar. He stores all his booze in his nose.
I like that. I like that. What do you guys just briefly? What do you think about the title? Do you care?
if what was it again? Not
No.
Nowhere near home.
no
No way home. No way
No way
home.
home.
no way home. No way home. I mean, I really hope they bring in Tobey Maguire and Andrew
They were.
Garfield, but no way home. No way home. Does that mean he goes into the multiverse and he
get
cannot
a
come
beer.
back? Right? Maybe
got here. Where'd he
this
go?
this kind of like him being ousted out as a murderer kind of thing is like one of those like when Flash goes into the quantum treadmill or whatever and fucking like goes through time to warn Bruce Wayne. So maybe something happens in Spider-Man, goes through time, and then he fucking somehow backs off and goes into a different universe and meets fucking Nicolas Cage as Spider-Man Noir, and then somehow Tobey Maguire's like, "Hey, what's up, bro? Let's be emo together and kill this subpar Venom." I
Here's
don't
the
know.
thing. I don't want them to do a multiverse thing. It would keep in Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. That was a great animated thing that
It
worked
was.
really well. If they do
It
that
was.
live action, they're gonna absolutely cheapen it and cheapen the sequel.
Well,
Leave it
hmm.
alone.
what if the announcement is it's not a Spider-Man movie? It's a Disney Plus series that explores the Spider-Verse.
What?
What if it's that?
Well,
Spider-Man,
you do,
No Way.
No, that's a movie.
No
That's
Way
not-
Home.
that's
Is
not-
you
it?
do
Okay.
know that Jamie Foxx and Benjamin Cumberbatch are confirmed.
You mean
for this
Benedict?
movie.
Yes. Yes, they are.
it
They are.
Benedict?
They are.
Wait, so
It
hold on,
is
Jimmy,
Benedict.
you said Jimmy Fox
Benedict
and,
Cumberbatch, yes.
and
sorry.
Benjamin Button. What? They're confirmed.
Benjamin Button. Benedict
confirmed.
Cumberbatch. Yes, those
They
two
are
are
confirmed.
confirmed.
Yes, they are confirmed.
Playing their natural roles as
Electro.
Electro and Doctor Strange.
I think this movie's gonna. Is this movie
Also, I think
Yo,
Alfred.
this movie's gonna be awesome, dude.
Hold on.
What's the last like trash movie?
I'm pretty sure
Fuck.
I heard that Alfred Molina is coming back as Doc
That's
Ock as well
confirmed. That's
too,
confirmed.
right?
There's too much
Yeah,
crap.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
too much going on in
So-
this movie. It's gonna be crap.
So I think it only leads to something like a multiverse or like a Spider-Verse, right?
Yeah,
It would
I
have to.
mean,
I mean,
there's-
now
it's-
the,
I mean,
there's
there's
nothing
still
else.
the WandaVision theory, the
Or-
Ralph
yeah.
Bonner theory.
how about they just go full rated R and throw fucking Tom Hardy in there? Venom.
But Venom was not rated R.
I
Yeah,
said
it
they
was.
go for rated R.
I thought
No,
Venom
it
was
was-
rated R.
It was
No, it
PG
wasn't.
13.
The hell it was.
I believe the director's cut was rated R. Or
Why
some
do you
shit
think
like
you
that.
didn't see actual heads being bitten off?
Or blood or
Yeah.
anything of any note.
It was so good. I
didn't-
liked it.
Did you see the TNA? It was you thought it was good?
I thought it was great.
I enjoyed
I
it.
thought
It's-
it
It was
Bro,
yeah, it was
it's
enjoyable,
much
but it was
better
just
than
it was
seeing-
super mediocre for what it was, man.
Exactly.
Like,
The whole
Exactly.
the whole
Tom
story
Hardy-
behind
Tom Hardy carried that movie.
He did.
The actor carried the movie, but the
Because
storyline
would
was
you
shit.
prefer Topher Grace?
You ever seen like a Kobe
as Venom?
Bryant game where
I
Kobe
like
Bryant
Topher
carried
Grace.
Who the
game?
fuck is Kobe Bryant?
Stop talking about Kobe Bryant. If you
He's dead
every
as fuck.
time,
Fuck out of here.
every time, every time.
Listen, would you prefer a Topher Grace Venom?
Absolutely.
That's your asshole.
Really?
What?
Absolutely.
Just because you're a racist.
Who?
What?
Who the what? Who the hell? Who the hell is Topher Grace?
Topher Grace played
The guy from this,
He played the anti Peter Parker. That's why he looked the way he looked. He was supposed to be
like a bitch.
the exact.
Because
Wait, hold
I
on,
mean,
and hold on.
sure.
And wait. And Tom Hardy's wasn't a bitch.
Listen,
He
at
wasn't
least
a
Tom
bitch?
Hardy.
was
Okay,
at
but
least
here's-
Tom Hardy was the size of Brock.
Right.
In
But
the
here's
comics.
here's
Topher
the
Grace,
issue
He was
I've
that I
not.
had
have
bone-
with that story. The issue that I have with that story is that's not Eddie
Oh
Brock's
my
story.
god.
Who?
It just
That is
looked at
not Eddie
Topher-
Brock's story.
Which one?
It is horrible. Though in Venom, that's not
Yeah,
Eddie
yeah,
Brock's
yeah.
story.
It's not.
It's not his story. Like that's the whole issue that I have with these whole licensing problems that these
Uh-huh.
that Sony and MCU like it's so annoying because they try so hard and the movie looks great, but then you watch it, you're like, fuck this story.
The
Because
movie was
that's not
awesome.
what happened. No, the
Crazy
movie
that
was
Disney
I was
hasn't
supposed to
bottled
sit in
this
a
yet.
lobster aquarium and eat a lobster. It was great. Great. Dude, Tom Hardy sat in the lobster aquarium thing and ate a lobster. You got
Hardy's also
that-
hair.
I remember that
Tom-
part of the movie.
Tom
Yes.
Hardy's the ish, dude.
He
Tom
is, he
Hardy's
is.
like top 10
I'm
right
not
now.
knocking his acting
Where
skills.
is yours?
He
No
carried it, bro,
I'm-
and it was
I'm-
awesome.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not knocking off his acting skills. I'm talking
I'd
about
rather
the
watch
movie
him
and the
play
story. itself.
Bane.
Yes,
Exactly.
I will
If
watch
we're gonna
Bane
have
over
someone play
Venom.
I'd rather
Venom, it's gonna
play
have to be Bane.
You
Come
know,
up with a
than-
Bane movie,
than this
DC. Let's do
bullshit, you know
this.
what I'm saying?
Wait.
So,
Oh my God, that would be great.
Wait, I thought
Right?
we were talking
Not
about,
so-
yo,
Can you
like,
imagine-
the only person that
You
was able
think
to talk
you're
about
in
this
charge?
multiverse thing was like,
You're feeling
Vibe.
childhood.
Huh?
oh wait, it wasn't Vibe. It was Flex. Flex was the only one that talked about the multiverse thing. I
Let's do
still
that.
think they can pull off this multiverse thing with like a WandaVision type thing. That would be
Yeah, I
really
agree.
They can pull out the multiverse anything because it's the MCU.
That's true. And now they have like, well, you know, like they have a lot more buying power with like people like WandaVision or Wanda. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. I love
You
Wanda.
seem to be very fixated on this WandaVision thing. You keep bringing it
You can
back.
get it.
Yo, I'm a big fan of the
Just so bad.
non
Hey,
crackhead
Dean, what's up, homie?
Paulson. Oh, is he there? Did he show
Yes,
up?
he is.
Let's see this up.
Look at Dean.
Time. Oh, look.
Hey,
Look
do
at
you want to be a
Dean.
professional fighter? Come
No,
on,
he
dude.
has no
hear you.
headphones
He
though.
can't
Shut your
hear
fucking mouth, Ralph. I didn't ask you anything.
I like how we get a visit
Alright.
and then all of a sudden, like the whole thing just.
Just all right. So our final topic, coming to America movie review. Now I just
Bro,
finished
penis
watching
is
it.
clean.
I just finished watching it before we actually
Highness.
recording this. Excuse me, did you watch this movie? Thanks, excuse
Oh wait, what? This movie? I didn't even realize this movie was out. I've been looking forward to this movie for the last like.
Obviously
month.
not
Okay.
hard enough.
Obviously
It came
not.
out yesterday.
Dickhead.
Okay, so
No, it came out Thursday night. They early
Right.
released it.
all right, so
Oh, they
so,
already released it.
so we'll do a non-spoiler
You're a
review
piece of
then
shit.
of it real quick.
Go ahead. I
No,
mean, like,
let's
how
let's
much
spoil
can
it.
it be?
Fuck Squeezy Bits.
No, not spoiler. What am I
You're the-
Spoil it.
No,
Who gives a
he's the
crap?
reason for the
Spoiler
Wuhan
alert.
flu. No,
Spoiler alert.
you brought the Wuhan flu to this country.
Woo flu. Woo flu.
All right, so first,
Woo,
I'm gonna have
flu.
you guys Wu-Tang Clan and to fuck with. All right, so this is first we're just this, you guys will say whether you liked it or not, and then we can do a quick the good, the bad, the ugly, and then I could maybe make this an actual thing.
Just
So let's
Clear.
start with
JB.
Flex. It's just your briefly, how did you feel about it?
I enjoyed it. I laughed a lot. I thought it was pretty funny. It was nice seeing old characters. I mean, it was old-fashioned Eddie Murphy comedy. Although it was a little bit more removed from Eddie Murphy himself, but I enjoyed it. It was a very good movie. I would say do not compare it to the original.
No.
Completely different kind of movie, but still great Eddie Murphy comedy, man. I did enjoy the movie very much. I saw it a couple hours ago. Laughed a lot. It was fantastic. Oh my God, Wally, what's up, bro? Do you want to be a professional dog fighter?
Is it one of the dogs that do memes?
That's Star Fox, bro.
That's Star
No.
Fox? Oh.
Yeah, Star Fox.
Man, how did you feel about coming to America?
Again, I agree with Flex. You can't go into this movie expecting a lot from the original, because back in the 80s, you were allowed to get away with so much more. Now we've got so many movements and so many things to worry about that you have to like be careful about what you do.
It's true. It's true. It was tamed. It was a little tamed.
Yeah, it was super tame. So outside of that, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the continuation of the story. I enjoyed what they were able to do with it, considering the state of the society that we're currently living in. Again, you cannot compare it to the original because of the two different time frames. But definitely, I laughed. There was a lot of laughable moments in there. A great, again, like as Flex said, a lot of older, the original characters were there. My favorite one was Rotimi.
Who?
Wesley Snipes' son.
Oh, okay.
He just came in. That was it. But and Wesley Snipes is pretty badass. It's nice. Fantastic. It's nice to see him actually doing movies again.
Yeah, he's doing well. So,
but other than that, I had a great time watching this last night. It was good. I enjoyed myself.
I agree. Yeah, Coming to America. I mean, I'd probably call it Welcome to Zamunda. And that's what I would call it, because they were only in America for like the entire runtime, 10 minutes. So I know why they used the title, but they really were not in America very long. Mm-mm. It really was Welcome to Zamunda. So yeah, I had a good time. It was
a mosquito.
It was funny. I don't know what I think it was a gnat.
Killed a Ralph.
So, but no, I enjoyed it. I laughed a lot. I agree, very tame, and there was a little wokeness in there. I mean, you have to understand there was a little woke agenda in there, but it didn't slap you in the head. It actually narratively it worked. So I get it, because it worked toward Eddie Murphy's character's arc, and it was good. I like the message where when you grow older, we kind of lose our way, and we sometimes become what we rebelled against in our youth.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like that message, but if you get past the clearly obvious woke message in there, it was great. I loved it. So let's do a quick the good, the bad, the ugly, and we'll wrap it up.
So is it like Black Panther Part 2?
No.
Sort of.
No.
Kind of.
Well,
I mean, would you recommend it for somebody like me? I haven't watched it really. I'm expecting to be like Eddie Murphy.
Black Panther Part 2? No, yeah. It hasn't come out yet.
It was not. It was a passing of the torch movie in a way, So Eddie Murphy. I think all of the all of the scenes in America are in the trailer actually, but I literally think that. But Eddie Murphy, he's in it, but he's not the character,
What?
Kind of thing.
What?
Yeah, he's not the main focus.
He really isn't,
I don't even want to watch this anymore.
No, he's in it.
I don't want to watch this anymore.
He's in it a significant amount, but it's not his story anymore.
But if it's not an Eddie Murphy movie, do I really want to watch this?
Yes, you do, because he still does all the characters.
No, you want to watch
the cameos.
The movie.
All the cameos are great. You're gonna watch the movie. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you're gonna love it.
I like the first one.
Tamed.
You're not gonna love it like the first one. It's like it's not like
don't go into this thinking that you're gonna see the first one.
Didn't they sell the first one at like McDonald's? Like they used to remember when McDonald's used to sell VHSs?
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't they used to sell Coming to America?
I don't know.
No,
I'm not sure. Maybe
okay, never mind.
Maybe it's when you came off the boat. But
maybe.
All right.
Maybe it was when I was still on the boat. Dude.
Yeah,
Guam is kind of a giant boat.
That is true.
Yeah, because I
Flex,
definitely want to get in that,
Flex,
especially
Flex,
the
are you under attack, Flex? What's going on?
No, I was taking a piss.
It's making a
what?
music
Wow.
video.
Speaking of Wanda being a boat, I agree with that too because I also want to get inside of her.
Wow. So let's do a quick, good, the bad, the ugly. Darflex, the good.
The good. The way James Earl Jones went out, probably the best part of the fucking movie, man. Holy shit. That was fantastic. Man. Hilarious, funny. He was just like, I'm gonna die now.
Yeah.
But I mean, just the little cameos, like the cameos, just great, man. Great. That was probably I mean, the whole movie was really good. I really enjoyed it, but the best part was James Earl Jones's passing of the torch.
That was real. Man.
The good for me, what is it? That other country, the Nexians or whatever the hell they're called.
Yeah.
Nextorians.
Sorry, whatever. Don't
That's
cancel
so
me.
stupid. No, that is what it is. Nextorians.
The Nextorians. I it's funny to see how like the women, like it was the same thing. Like I listen to what my prince tells me to do. Like in the first one, it's like stand there and bark like a dog, and then she flashes forward into this movie and she's still hopping and barking like a dog.
That is so funny. The funniest part was when it was at the end when he's like, "Thank you for lifting that curse off my sister."
Right. And she's like, ha ha ha.
I fell on the floor laughing. I'm like, curse. What are you talking about?
Yo, real quick. I mean, I think this needs to be said about the Nextorians, but Wesley Snipes' daughter.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
Yes, queen.
Wait,
Yo.
should we check it? Should we do an age check before you say anything?
No.
She's old enough.
She's clearly
It's the good part of Africa. So, bro, she can get all the child support. All of it.
The good for me was all of the dancing and musical scenes. Those are great. I was bumping to all of that. I was like, wow, this is really good. It's like you're getting a piece of the old world, but the new world as well. You had, what did you have? You had Salt and Pepper. You had what else? Who else popped up in this thing? SWV.
John Legend.
He did the original song. Like it was. That must have been like he called all his friends, said, please be in this. But yeah, that was great. But also
Gladys Knight was also on there too.
Gladys Knight.
How funny was it at the end? Like oh, we brought the best musician from Queen. They're like, oh my god, Kendrick Lamar.
Is it Drake? Tell me it's Drake.
Yeah, that
sexual
was
chocolate, everybody. Sexual chocolate.
That was great.
No, so
Lamar.
The sexual chocolate comes out, and one of the characters from the barbershop that Eddie plays does this, and I was done. Guys, the boy's good.
The boy's good. Boy's good.
You know what else was the good for me? Was Lisa. Lisa aged like fine wine, bro.
Oh yeah,
I mean, she looked
Black
great.
don't crack, bro.
I mean,
I'm gonna go ahead and say this officially. Every female there except Leslie Jones and Lunel all day, every day.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Why do I not trust any of your answers, Flex? I trust zero of your answers.
Listen, I see some of the girls you like.
Ooh.
So you should just fuck him out. Fucking hell. Raphael. Machio. Is that even your real name?
All right. So the bad, gentlemen, Darflex.
The bad. If there's any bad, I would say it would be any hint of wokeness.
Yeah. I think that goes all around.
Because the movie itself, I mean, in my opinion, I think most Eddie Murphy comedies do not miss. Just that little bit, that little sprinkle, kind of ruined it. Like, this. Let's just say this: that country is not America, so
nope.
It is what it is, bro.
Right, they could have kept the tradition going, and I mean, you wouldn't have lost anything from the movie if you took that subplot out. Honestly,
but again, it wasn't enough to really matter. I didn't.
No, of course
notice
not.
it significantly. But yeah, that definitely, fuck, man.
But the thing is that once that subplot became a thing, you knew how the movie was gonna end.
Yeah.
You knew for a fact he was gonna do something,
sure,
and
for
change
sure,
his
for sure.
mind and blah. It was gonna happen. So once I knew, okay, this is a real subplot, I already knew how the movie's gonna end. All I have to figure out is, okay, what are they gonna do with the son? That's pretty much all I had to question. So that's another thing about it that okay, well, there you go. The bad for me is because it was predictable. Because again, there's a little agenda there, and I'm telling you right now, if they didn't follow through with that agenda, that would have been hell to pay. So I knew she was gonna change her father's mind. The question was how and when. And honestly, it was at the last fucking moment. That's how he changed his mind. Man, the bad.
I got two things for this, man. Like it really upsets me how my boy Wesley Snipes got his ass beat by a teenage girl. Like
Girls.
Girls. That really upset me. And actually I should make the three things. In the beginning of the movie, when he brought out his daughters,
Yes.
the youngest and the middle child were dressed like appropriately, and the third one was a thought the entire time. And I was like, what is this?
I thought she was gonna be like some kind of rebel or something.
Right.
That's what I thought. I was like, why is she so? I mean, I like what I see, but I mean, damn.
Yeah. I was like, what is this? Like, whatever. So that was it for me. And then, listen, I love Leslie Jones as a comedian, but damn, that was a horrible sex scene.
Which one? Oh, you mean the CGI sex scene?
Okay. There was a boar that charged at me.
I'm really good at selling this movie, but I really
No,
want to watch
the
this.
movie is fantastic.
Leslie Jones makes my ass itch. Okay,
Really?
I'm sorry. I don't think
She's
she's
like-
funny. I don't think
She
she's funny.
she is good because she gives you someone to kind of not like. For example, Wesley Snipes' character, you liked him.
He was likable as shit.
Yeah,
I liked him.
So
he was
you have, to have
Hey!
that, you have to have that one character you don't like, just how she did in that horrible movie called Ghostbusters. But she is that character. Listen,
Wait.
I mean,
She was in Ghostbusters? Which one? One or two? I don't.
the one that got sent to the Phantom Zone.
She's the giant marshmallow.
No, I mean, she is a giant marshmallow, but if you let it in the fire for too long.
Oh my god,
Ooh.
that's awful. Okay,
But no,
Kevin,
I actually
why your
appreciate her character.
Facebook profile
I can't
gets
stand
banned.
Leslie Jones. She makes my ass itch. But
Really?
yeah,
I love her on SNL, man.
it's funny because I was
she's
gonna say
great.
I was gonna say her character was the ugly. Like you could have had her in the beginning, but you'd have to bring her. Her
Okay.
character wasn't necessary for this movie.
Have you? I mean, that's probably no, but have you seen her leaked nudes?
No, what? Why? Why?
That's because they're just there.
Okay, the ugly flex.
Oh my god.
The ugly. I guess I don't have any negative ugly for it. I mean, if I had to say the ugly, it is
The nudes that you just mentioned.
Leslie Jones nudes.
Leslie Jones.
it is no, it is the ordained
Oh, that's
minister
not
who's
the
going to
ugly
marry
one?
them.
The who?
The ordained minister who's going to marry them in Queens. But rightfully so. Like I think he was perfectly like that's what he is, and I thought it was great. That is the ugliest thing I saw in that movie, and it was perfect.
Okay, Man, the ugly.
Damn. The ugly for me would be I really hate to say this, but I know
That was
Tracy
terrible. Look at it,
Morgan's
no hair.
Ugh. I know Tracy Morgan's trying to get back into the game.
Yeah, that was.
I really
But he's in
wasn't.
this movie.
Yeah,
After he crashed
I-
that car.
Yeah. I mean, I know he's trying to climb up back into his, whatever, but it just, I really wasn't a fan of yo, I'm the uncle.
But
And
that's how he. That's the. He
But
always plays those
listen,
kind of
that's
characters.
him. He's like Samuel L. Jackson for comedy.
yeah, but
That's
it's
what you
just-
have to expect.
I didn't
Yeah, but-
really like it. It didn't seem fitting for Tracy Morgan. I don't
Really?
yeah,
I mean-
you could put another like D-lister to play that part because
I think that was definitely whatever the character was as Tracy Morgan.
Yeah.
God, they
They have a
casted
good
Tracy
story.
Morgan as Tracy Morgan.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Pretty
Oh,
much.
you guys
100%.
are good at selling this movie. I don't know if I like this or not.
Ralph, you are
The
going to enjoy
you're
it.
gonna love. You're gonna love
Trust-
it.
Yeah, yeah.
The ugly for me though was I think
Just this.
Arsenio was wasted. I think
The whole
Arsenio
time?
Hall was wasted.
No, he wasn't used as much
He
as
wasn't
the
used
as the
as
first
much.
one.
At some point, he was the
Oh, jokes were
I know what
funny.
you
At some
mean, I know
point,
what you mean.
at some point, he
I
disappeared,
will
and I
cut you.
completely forgot about him. And when he came back, I was like, "Oh shit, he's back!" I like,
He's there.
Yeah.
I thought he died.
like I thought. It was gonna be-
Here's the thing, though. I think that goes with Eddie Murphy too. This movie wasn't really about Eddie.
But
and
the
Arsenio.
trailer sold us on another adventure of Semi,
of course,
and
because
Akeem. That's what sold me.
because you sell what you know. You don't sell something uncharted and new, bro.
You're
You
right. I
sell the
know
game
that,
Uncharted as Uncharted. Why
you
not
know,
do it
but
with movies?
I really thought
Because it's the same character for 1, 2, and 3.
I
thought
really
this
thought it
was-
was gonna be Semi and Akeem going through New York looking for the son,
Me too,
finding the
me
son, and
too.
trying to get him to come back. And that's what I thought the entire movie was gonna be about. I mean, I'm not sad that they explored more of Zamunda, but what I am saying though is that that's why I was excited about the movie. I said, yes,
Hey.
bring them back together again. Let's see what kind of shenanigans they get into.
Did you find it kind of weird that when they were out, like in whatever, I guess the Sahara or whatever, none of those animals fucked them up? Like, I mean, I'm not a zoologist, but like, I'm pretty sure all those animals, just by seeing them, would have fucked them up.
Listen, I don't think you could tame a lion with 9 lives, bro. The cat food. That's
Yeah,
not possible.
Friskies. Also,
That's not
I
possible.
mean, I'm not a rocket heart surgeon, but I think wildebeest fuck people up when they see them. But I mean, that's just me. I mean, the only believable thing here was the
I'm gonna
elephant.
have to Google what
Was what to
wildebeest
see the
are.
CGI elephant.
Like
Yeah,
that
I-
elephant was gangster, but that I get.
Right.
But
But they didn't even do anything. Just they moved out of its way as it was. I
Yeah.
mean,
well, because
if they
it's like
didn't
10,000 times.
move, bitch.
You know, I want to make a
Over.
special mention to the Morgan Freeman cameo. That shit was
Yo, that was.
Morgan
Amazing.
Freeman, you get.
That's what I'm saying. No, Ralph, bro. The best part of this movie is like the first 20 minutes of it,
They
yeah.
will never have sex
bro.
again.
James Earl Jones, beautiful. This motherfucker. I mean,
James
yo,
Earl Jones called his son a pussy, basically. You know that, right?
but you know
Son,
what?
I spoiled you.
What was funny when Wesley Snipes was introduced? He says he was the inspiration for Mufasa. when Mufasa is literally in this movie. Mufasa is literally in this movie.
Yo.
Michael Blackson was just amazing. That
Yeah.
whole
Yo.
part, his part was.
Oh man,
I was just
Fantastic,
waiting for him
I'm
to go,
getting like a mix of
motherfucker.
messages here. Should I really? It's one. I'm getting it's not an Eddie Murphy movie. Now I'm getting it's a Lion King movie.
Wait, hold on. Squeezy
Watch
bits.
it because it's
Squeezy
Lion
bits.
King.
Quick question. Do you have Amazon Prime?
I do.
So it would cost you literally nothing but time to watch the movie.
This
Right?
is true.
So why
True.
the fuck wouldn't you already be
It
sold
would be
on this
like an
goddamn
hour and a
movie?
half that my kids could probably kill themselves in.
Pretty much.
No, they wouldn't. I've
They're
met
gonna
two
have
kids.
to at some point.
One
in
of
time.
them
Just let
goes on
do it.
YouTube and watches
Have to
like
kill them.
dumbass videos,
Yep.
and then the other one pretends to speak English. This one. Hey, Aiden,
Aiden.
What's up?
can you hear me?
What's up, Aiden?
No, he can't. He just has his
Give
headphones
me
on.
give me one full complete sentence in English, please. You know what I'm saying? You can watch this movie, Ralph. I mean, because you will be fine.
Oh, and did you guys catch Rick Ross's cameo in that?
That's
movie?
what I knew that was
Rick
Rick
Ross
Ross.
is in this.
I knew that was
Yeah.
Rick
I like-
Ross.
Rick
So far,
Ross
I
is
like
one
his
of the.
videos.
Half of him.
Yeah, no, but he's lost weight, dude.
Yeah.
That's the crazy
He-
part.
That's what I'm
he
saying.
does.
Half
That's
of him.
him.
Yeah.
It's like it's not Rick Ross. It's Rick Ross.
It's
Rick Ross.
It's Rouse.
It's no longer boss. It's like regional manager. Yeah, that's what it's at.
And then the newscaster was Trevor Noah. That
That was great. That was
she was
that
great.
was great.
That shit had me
Alright.
dying when I watched
Alright.
it. Oh my!
That's good. All right, so I mean, in the end, as you see, we're laughing. I mean, it was.
So
a good
all
movie.
right.
We
On a
recommend it.
scale of like 1 to 10 of like watch this movie, what is it?
I give
Eight.
it. I give it a 9.
A
Yeah.
9. A 9
Okay.
to
I
watch
give it a
this
9.
movie.
I also give it a 9. The only reason I didn't say 9 is because Vibe is here. But 9.
Oh,
F you.
9.
I mean,
9 as a watch
just
this movie.
from how much fun we have discussing it tells you how this movie.
Yeah.
It would have gotten a 10 for me if it didn't have that subplot. That's it.
Right.
You know,
Right.
other than that, it would have been a 10.
Oh,
for me.
it's like a Me Too movement type stuff.
Very subtle. It's very
No,
subtle.
it's like
It's
a
like
Last
walking on
Jedi kind of
eggshells. It's
movement.
like a comedy movie that's walking on eggshells.
It's, you know what they
Yes.
aped the subplot from Aladdin. Say it
It's
like that.
kind of like if the Star Wars sequels were the comedy.
I didn't watch the Star Wars sequels. I don't think so.
Okay, The Last
You don't
Jedi is
think I
a
did?
woman.
Is The Last Jedi? Is that? So compare this to Solo, please. Solo.
Oh God!
Oh,
please, no, why? No,
this
what?
is-
yeah,
no.
Come on, this is superior, absolutely
Yeah, there's
superior.
no-
It's
Solo
the
is
only
like a
Star
fun
Wars
movie.
movies that I
Okay.
purchased. Actually, I liked it.
Or it's solo, but just only the Lando scenes. How about that?
Okay,
Oh.
you know, it is Solo, but everybody dies except Woody Harrelson's wife. I think that's a pretty good comparison, right?
All right, guys, and that's it for Q of the Geek Bros podcast, episode 118. Shameless promotion, guys, before we get going. Darflex, where can we find you?
Yes, you can all find me on Darth_Flex with 2 X's if you want pretty cool physiology and exercise and real science, non bullshit Herbalife stuff.
Allegedly.
Oh, before you say anything, yo, my boy from Guam just won something in the UFC. I don't know. I heard he fought.
What's his name?
UFCs. I don't know. Donovan something? Donovan?
There's a lot of
He was on the
Donovans in the UFC.
I don't know. He was
Under
on the
pressure.
card today. He was.
He's
he won.
obviously not your boy.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, obviously not your boy. If you know
Well,
his
he's
fucking
from
name.
Guam, so he won.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess let me look this up for you.
We don't have time for that. Man, your shameless promotion.
You can find me as Man on Facebook and ManMan17093 on Twitter and IG.
I don't know.
There
That's
is no
right.
Donovan fighting tonight.
I don't know, dude. I'm gonna go
Squeezy
look this
Bit.
up, jackass. Oh,
Where can
look me
people
up.
find you?
Squeezy Bits. Google me. YouTube me. I'm the only Squeezy Bits
Pornhub
alive.
him.
It's
Porn-
one word. It's one word. Yeah.
Find
Pornhub under small
Yeah.
small children.
Well, under small children, yeah. That's Pornhub. All right. You can find me Vibe Studios, VIBERStudios. That's Twitter, Facebook, YouTube.com, anywhere you want to be. That's where the stuff is. So that's it for Keeping the Geek Bros podcast. Oh, you know what? I can't do that. I gotta say where we are. You can catch our Geek Bros stuff. GEKBR0S. That's Twitter and Instagram. Geek Bros with a 0 at yahoo.com to email us. Send us some emails. Geek Bros with a 0 on Facebook. GEKBR0S. That's where all the fun stuff was. And I think we're doing stuff on Twitter again. I'm not sure. And of course, the first place. Who are you talking? What are you doing?
His son. I'm trying to get him to come over.
He's where? His son's not even on the screen.
He just was.
WebbyGeeksPC.com is the first place that you can listen to us. And of course, first place. And of course, eventually, whenever I feel like it, YouTube.com/Vibe Studios for the video recap. Remember, Epstein did not kill himself. And that's it for Keeping the Geek Bros podcast. And remember, geeking out still sounds this good.
Keeping up with the Geek Bros.